Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's a special prime-time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the New York Giants taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. Meanwhile, for the visiting Steelers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
And just think about what his ceiling in the NFL could be, because when you go back to his 1 collegiate season as a starter, the full season, he went undefeated, didn't throw an interception, and ran for over 1,000 yards as well. When you see him hit the field, you see a possible superstar in the making.
To about the 33-yard line. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them, is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team?
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Bishop taken down at the 42. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
On 2nd down, it's Bishop. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing now is Lance. Complete to Bryant. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn: find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. And Lance now to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
They'll run on first down. Bishop. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. On 2nd and 9, Lance. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
Cade York on now for the field goal. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. York able to send this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win like a good pitcher without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have its hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They're going to look to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. That'll give them 8 that time. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So a great play there for this highly regarded linebacker, making his first career sack.
And his versatility on display right there. Look, we've known him primarily as a tackler and a cover man, but he can go get the quarterback when the situation calls for it, as he just did right there.
Here's A.J. Cole now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. On 2nd down now. It's Bishop. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Lance looking to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Bishop. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
On 1st down, it's Bishop. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Bishop. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Here's Lance to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give them 18 there, and the Giants have a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Lance going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bishop. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Cade York on now for the field goal. A 33-yarder from the left hash. York able to send this one through, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Little. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. They'll try the right side with Harris. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Second and 4. He finds his man, complete. It's Little. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Steelers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Able to find his man, it's Pickens. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 36. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It's the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Back to throw here. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. 6-0 our score after 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Pickens. And he is out of bounds. Brian Daboll reaching for that challenge flag, and he's going to have the officials review this call. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that review working out well for Brian Daboll. He wins that challenge. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. From the gun, it's Lance. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That was simply snap, rock, and fire. I mean, they didn't take long at all. Slant route, and I loved where he put it. He put on the body of the receiver low so that only he can catch it.
Yeah, I don't think there was any magical formula there. Defensively, that's just tough to defend.
Very much so, and that way it allows the receiver to keep his body in front of the defender and not allow him to go through him to knock the ball away.
Lance now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Just a yard to go here on second down. From midfield, here's Lance. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a first down.
Lance now on first down. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Bishop, and he'll get this pretty close to a first down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 33. A third field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on third down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Cade York on now for the field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. York able to send this one through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. Over the middle, complete. It's short. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. On the delay, here's Harris. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 37. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that flag accepted. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll set up to throw. Steps away and now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Let's go. Red 38.
Let's go, D. It's gonna be a long day on this. It's gonna be a long day. 44.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bishop, and able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the 1st down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Lance. And he comes back with one complete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Lance. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still could prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And the Giants send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 52 yards on the ground for him so far.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Back to throw now on first down. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 11. He finds his man complete. That's Little. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 32-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he whips that one incomplete there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Again, he'll drop to throw. That one's complete to Tomlinson. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw. That's complete right around the 8. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is. And
in for the Steelers, touchdown. George Pickens, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is down to 2. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark. And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it. Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Houston Texans. 7-3, the final score. And then one more to highlight, Monday Night Football. As folks, you'll see a good one between the Tennessee Titans and the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out? Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. And the Steeler offense ready to get going here in this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Able to avoid him at the 40. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Harris running straight ahead. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Now after the false start. Here's 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens. On the give, this is Harris. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Here's a 2nd and 7. Underneath, pulled in by Tomlinson. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
They hand this off to Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Hard to argue with that being their best drive of the game so far as they use the running game to get them into the end zone.
Couldn't agree more, partner. Prior to that drive, they sputtered a little bit, but it looks like they found the formula. I would expect them to go back to that more and more as this game develops.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 5. A 10-play drive that time. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And Lance will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact there at the end of the play. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Up the middle they go. Bishop. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 2nd and 9, Lance, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And a fair catch called for and made at the 12-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Steelers are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. He's looking sharp here so far in the 3rd quarter, Charles.
It appears that the halftime gave him a little bounce. You know, came out, springing his legs, a little pep in his step, and he's taking off and running really well in the 3rd quarter.
Sometimes we talk about how guys don't want halftime to come, but some guys, they're happy when that break gets there.
You never know which way it's going to go. He's taking advantage of it in this one, though. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. 2nd and 9 now. And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He finds his man, complete. That's Little. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 42. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. And you get the feeling, Charles, yeah, he's got the 2 sacks now, but he may get more here. We still got a quarter and then some to go.
And the way that he is playing this game, it reminds me of one of the best golfers in the world who can use every club in the bag and make a great shot. That's what he's doing with his pass rush moves right now, showing a little bit of everything. They have no way of stopping him.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Little. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
And the Giants ready to come out now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. On second down, it's Bishop, and he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. 44,
Here's Lance. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
On first down, Lance. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. A full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Lance. A throw over the middle, caught by Bryant. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down now, it's Bishop, and he'll push forward to the 37, gain of 2. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Lance. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And now off to the races down the right side. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And a big turning point here in the second half, Charles, after that play.
All you're trying to do is change momentum, flip things around for your team. You're just trying to take the ball away. How about when you take it away and score? That really changes things.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. What a big fourth quarter fumble recovery a moment ago, and now they are set up with a chance to take the lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 56 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On the ground, it's Harris. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They're going to look to throw. Completes this one to Pickens. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Steelers on third down. Not quite 50%, 4 for 9. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 14. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
They run with Harris. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Four yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. That escapes the sack. Fighting. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
Well, there's your first ROI, right? Return on investment of their first-round pick. His first NFL sack. I know they want him to be an impact player right out of the gate.
A lot of pressure to put on a young man, but I think you agree he has the ability to deliver on it.
And he just did. Probably the first of many sacks in a long career.
So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. Butker's kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. Well, the bad news, they had the turnover last time. The good news, their defense only surrendered 3. So now we are set up for a great finish, all tied here in the 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Going right side here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Lance to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Lance going to throw. Bryant has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bishop. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bishop. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Lance. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Lance being chased out left. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Bishop, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On 2nd down, it's Bishop. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
On 3rd down, Bishop. He's going to be marked down very close to the first down marker, but it looks like he's a yard short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
York able to send this one through, and with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Following the fumble recovery, Lance, pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Ready.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Lance. He finds his man complete. That's Bishop. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. York able to send this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy, and they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. So now the Steelers down on the scoreboard. Just over 1:40 to play. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. First down now, but that clock rolling. Pass complete to Harris. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. He's going to let it fly. He forces one there. It's a potential dagger as it's intercepted. And the Giants have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Ready. Yellow. 43.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Let's go. It's too close.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for the Giants, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.